All right, guys, we're out on the lake today. Today is August 9th. We're gonna make a Garmin LVS44 video. Last week, we did the LVS42HD on the same brush pile. We're not gonna be in the same position we were when we made that video, but we're gonna be on the same brush pile. I have the 42HD and the 44 both mounted on the Garmin spy pole on my starboard one. I have two spy poles on the Garmin Force Pro. The other port side spy pole has the 360 and the LVS34 mounted on it. We are spot locked off of the brush pile with the Garmin Force Pro. We are gonna just show you what the settings are, and we're just gonna do some casts. Unfortunately, today is not the day with all the boat traffic to do anything else other than to show you what it's looking like initially until I have some time to play with it. I know the bass fishermen wanna see the longer cast. Us crappie fishermen generally never need to cast any further than 50 to 60 feet. And I have done that, and it tracks the bait very well. We'll do more videos to come. We'll do some comparison videos. We'll go through the settings like we did before, and then we'll throw this small crappie jig. What we're gonna use is a spinning rod with 10-pound test sniping braid on it with a 1/64th jig head with a Black Sheep Jig Company sniper shad that's 1.25. It's a little small one. We got us a 16th ounce weight, about 6 to 8 inches above the jig. Black Sheep also makes these little weights, and they come with these little bobber stops. So we're gonna use that to just make some casts in the brush pile so you can see what the little 1/64th jig looks like. We're not here to catch any fish today. I just want to get out and show you what this looks like. Some of them little babies in this brush pile, and some of those, you never know, those little brim that's in there. There's a bunch of brim and crappie in there. They may hit the jig. If they do, we'll put them on the camera, but that's not what we're here for. Also, if you want to upgrade your batteries to lithium batteries, look at MillerTech lithium batteries. Man, best 10-year non-prorated warranty in the industry. If you want to save some money, there's a link and a discount code in this video. Let's go up front and go through the settings. We'll make some casts. Let you see what the 44 looks like. All right, let's get our brush pile here. Get it in view. All right, we are recording the screen off of our Map Series 9222 4K. We've got our range set at 60 feet, our gains at 55. We have our depth at 25 feet. We're going to go to options. You can see the same gain, depth, forward range. We're going to go to sonar setup. We're going to go to appearance first. We're in amber, 90% color gain. Color limits default, which is 0. Go back. We've got noise reject at medium, ghost reject at auto, and TVG at low. Now let me tell you why I've got TVG at low. It doesn't really affect a whole lot of seeing your jig or anything like that. But what it does do is it does eliminate the this little, like, it looks like a little bit of interference underneath the transducer. It's kind of like a little Christmas tree. Don't know why it does that, but it does do that on this 44, and I don't like it. So I've got the TVG set on low, and it eliminates it. So far, it's what I've seen. Now, we got a lot of boat wake out here, so this thing's going to be going up and down. We're right off the main channel, and we got all these wake boats, pontoons, jet skis, and everything else. And they're going to be coming in and out of this marina here, but this is the best brush pile to show you. All right, let's go to installation. Install depth is at 1.5. We've got our stabilization on. I've already calibrated the compass, and how you know it's been calibrated is you'll see that little direction arrow pointing on the screen, whatever direction that the transducer's pointing, and we got it calibrated with no issues. I have seen no stabilization issues at all with either one of the transducers that I have. We've got the orientation in forward, of course, and then we've got our water detection on, and by the way, that does work. We'll go back and we will go to layout. There's really nothing on layout really to show you except for the reverse ranges at minimum. And you can kind of turn on the grid or do whatever you want to do on that. Go back, come out of that. Okay, that's what we got. So that brush pile's out at like 32 feet. We get our little jig out here. All right, we're going to cast right down. And I don't like that cast because that cast was at 22 feet. All right, let's make another cast. There we are, we're falling at 32, right in that brush pile. And I'm gonna let the jig kind of fall down there a little bit. Now right now, I'm not moving the spy pole to track my jig. I've got it in auto range is what the spy pole's in. So we can track our bait better if you are moving the spy pole or if you have it mounted on your trolling motor, whichever way you can definitely see the bait with no issues. And with this spy pole, if you go to the menu here on those 3 lines, you can see we're in auto spy lock. Now, what auto spy lock does, if you push these 3 buttons, it gives you a range. So let's just say you're set, okay, for instance, at 60 feet, it will lock a waypoint 50% of that. So if that brush pile was at 30 feet and you had the range set at 50% and your forward was at 60 feet looking forward, it'll just throw a waypoint at 30 feet at 50% of that. It's just a quick way to just throw a quick point on there. So it's not as accurate as setting an actual waypoint on that piece of structure. That's what that does. All right, we're at 36 feet, falling in that brush pile. We're right inside of that brush pile. Probably get hung up, but we got us a little baby out of there. we did catch us a fish. Okay, we are at 50 feet. There he just hit it, seen coming up there. Little small one hit it right after we left the brush pile. Let's compare between the 44 and the 42. I didn't realize that the 42 transducer's been turned on the whole time. I thought I had everything turned off, and it's turned on. And we really don't have any interference. That surprises me. Let's go back over the settings real quick. We're 50 foot out in our forward range, 55% on the gain, 25%, 25 foot deep. If we go to sonar setup, we're at medium, noise reject, auto ghost reject, and low on TVG. All the other settings are going to be the same. So we'll go back. You can look at that, kind of see what that looks like. We'll move it around just a little bit. It's a pretty good sized brush pile. Let you see what that looks like. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over. We're going to hit home. We're going to go to the 42. Now the 42 is mounted a little higher than the 44, but it's on the port side of the starboard spy pole in the forward position. But if you can see, I've got the gain at 42. If I start going up to that higher gain, I get a little bit more clutter. You can probably see your jig better, but just for making the video, 62, we're at the same, 50 foot out, 25 foot depth. Our gain is different. If we go to our options, sonar setup, we can see medium, auto, low, same, basically the same settings. And we're on the same brush pile. Now we got some boat weight coming. I'm gonna move it around like I did on the other one. I'll let you make that judge, see which one you think's better. Put in the comments of the video which one you think is better. All right, guys, let's compare the 34 to the 42 HD and the 44. Right now we've got our 44 on. We're going to go to options, and we're going to go turn transmit off. We're going to go back, we're going to go home, we're going to go to the 42, and we're going to go to options, and we're going to turn that transmit off. Then we're going to go back, going to go home, and let's go to our 34. And that 34 is mounted on our port side spy pole. We're going to go turn that on. All right. Right now we've got our range that's the same, 60. Our gain's at 65, 25 foot in depth. Go to options, sonar setup. Noise rejects at high. Now I run, it varies. Sometimes if they're real finicky fish in the winter or whatever, then I may have it off. I may have it on low, medium, or high. But let me show you what it does. If you turn a noise reject off. That's what it does. Now we can tune it down, you know, and get that jittery out of it. If we go to low, that's what it looks like, which is how we're running the other units. Or, no, I'm sorry, we're running medium. If we go to medium, it's a little bit different than the 42 and the 44 on medium. The noise reject is. Ghost is on auto, TVG is on low. We go to install, we've got the same install depth, and everything's basically going to be the same. But what we'll do is we're going to go on here and we're going to make them all the same, except playing with the gain. But we're gonna put this one on high to kind of make them similar. All right, so we'll get this turned around. That's what the 34 looks like. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. Let me know. Let me know which looked better. Does the 34 look better than the 42 and the 44? Does the 42 look better than the 44 and the 34? Does the 44 look better than the 34 and the 42? Comment in this video. What I'm going to start doing is all of the videos that I post going forward, after they kind of phase out, and that's about all the comments that I'm going to get, and the algorithm kind of doesn't send the video out anywhere, and that's usually after a week or so, I'll take all the names, throw them into an electronic program that I got, and let it pick a name, and I'll contact you, and I'll send you something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll either be, or could be both. It could be a Sandstone Fishing hat. It could be a t-shirt, it could be both, it could be something MillerTech, it could be anything. I'll send you something just for commenting. I'll pick a name, and if there's enough comments on there, I may pick 2 names, who knows. It's whatever I want to do. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like it, and don't forget to comment. Thanks.